If my life depended on finding a winning dropshipping product today, no theory, no second chances, this is exactly what I would do. No scrolling TikTok for hours, no guessing trends, no burning cash on 20 dead products hoping that one would work. I'm gonna be showing you the exact system and formula that I just used to find a new winning dropshipping product at the start of the year. I literally found it on the 1st of January, and now we're almost at $40,000 this month in January. So this isn't some old school method that worked 2 years ago. It's literally worked within the last 30 days. And before we actually get into the video, guys, there is a like goal of 1,000 likes. For me to give you guys all this crazy free value, all I ask for is a simple like. So guys, before I show you how I would find a winning product if my life depended on it in 2026, let me show you the proof that this actually works. So you can see I'm inside of a Shopify dashboard, and this is for a dropshipping product. And you can see from the 7th of January, which is this year, we've generated $42,000 in the space of around about 20 days. Now, this is a completely brand new store. You've heard me correctly, a completely brand new store, because you can see I've actually put the comparison on. So basically this dotted line is the previous month, and you can see in the previous month we made literally $0. So this is a completely brand new store with a brand new dropshipping product. So guys, now I've shown you the results of how I found a new winning dropshipping product in literally the first month of the new year. Now let me show you guys exactly how you can do the same thing for your own dropshipping store as a complete beginner in 2026. Now, before I show you the method that I use, I want to quickly explain a few criterias and a few musts. Now, the first thing is we're going to be relying purely on data, none of our emotions, none of our thoughts. We're simply going to go off what the data shows when we do research. If we see a product that we like based on what we think, and the data doesn't show otherwise that it's a good product, we leave it. So if you're attracted to a product but the data shows otherwise, then do not end up going for it. A lot of beginners see products are like, cool, I would buy that product, so I should now sell it. And again, if the data doesn't back it, guys, we are not going to sell it. The next non-negotiable is understanding that we're not just going to be copying a proven product based on data. We can't just take that product that we find that's making lots of money and just simply go and sell it the same way that that big competitor's selling it, because we can't compete with them. They have more ad spend than us, they have more assets, they have more leverage. So we have to find a unique proposition in the market to be able to sell that product. So we can't just copy it and paste it over to our store expecting to make loads of money. If you literally just copy and paste, you're never going to make money. So we have to find a unique angle to sell that product. And don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do that in the next few moments. And the third and final non-negotiable is understanding that this is still a numbers game. Now, based on this method, it's going to bring it down, the odds. You're going to have a higher chance of finding a product, but you still need to rapid test. Rapid test means you don't get hung over one product not being successful and emotional. You move on to the next one. Now, this is a new method that not many people are talking about, but it's actually been really good for me. So you're going to head over to ChatGPT, OpenAI, and you're going to select the new shopping and research option. Now, OpenAI has partnered with Google to be able to show you analytics and information on what products are doing well. Now, essentially, that's how I use it, but the way that they actually made it for is that if you're trying to do some online shopping, OpenAI can now help you. Now, I've just reversed engineered this and took advantage of the fact that OpenAI has access to this information now, and as a dropshipper, I can find products that are making money. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do is paste this prompt into the actual text box. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to slightly adjust this prompt. Now, this prompt will be available in the pinned comment and in the description below when you download the cheat sheet. Now, I've put find the top selling products in the beauty niche. Now, you can change the beauty niche if you want to do the pet niche, or let's say you want to do the home fitness niche, or whatever it may be, but I've chose the beauty niche. As usually, the beauty niche is one of the biggest niches. In the United States, if you want to sell it locally, change it to the UK or wherever you want to do. I'm doing US for the last 90 days. Then I've just basically said that it has to go based off real data. Then I've said rank it based on the top 20 list of products. And essentially, I've just basically told it that it has to follow this strict rule. And then you're going to want to click send. And then it says here, preferred beauty sub-niche is skincare, makeup, beauty, or hair. Now, what you can do is you can click skip. Now it's going to gather some options for you to review. Now what I've done, guys, is just click skip, and now you're going to see it says your final picks will be ready soon. Now, after around about 3 to 5 minutes, you're now going to see the top 20 best-selling products in the last 90 days. So it's saying that the top bestseller is the Mighty Patch. Now, just based on my expertise, I already know that this is, funny enough, one of the best sellers at the moment. So I know that this data is pretty accurate based on that product. The second one is the Shea Butter. Not really seen much about that one. The next one is the Clean Day Liquid Hand Soap. Again, I've not seen this one. Then the next one is the Collagen Real Deep Masks. Now, yes, this is another one that I've noticed doing really well. Now, this is just me explaining that the products that it's given me here, 2 of them have already been shown to do well based on my expertise without even me doing any more research. I'm just telling you, if you're here thinking, well, is this list even trustable? Based on my expertise, I already know some of these are very good. Now, what I'm going to want to do, guys, is I'm actually going to take the top seller out of this list and potentially this one here, which is the Collagen Real Deep Mask. And I'm now going to want to go over to the ad library. So everyone can access the ad library for completely free. You're going to want to change the filters to United States. Ad category, all ads, and then we're going to filter it by a keyword. Now, the keyword that we're going to be using is acne patches. So we're going to go to the ad library, type in acne treatment, and we're going to change it to acne patches. And then we're going to click search. Then what you're going to want to do, guys, is make sure that active ads is turned on. Go to the filters and make sure that English is on. Make sure that the media type is videos and click apply. This will just increase the chances of you finding the correct type of ads. Now, here's the catch, guys. Now, although we're looking specifically for acne patches to see if we can find them on the actual ad library, it doesn't matter if we can't find them, guys. If we can find an alternative product just by finding acne patches as a keyword that could be doing well, then so be the case. A lot of beginners will see this product and assume that they have to find that exact product. That's not the case. If we can find ads that are being ran a lot on Facebook for a similar product that solves the same problem and it's not the same as this, so be the case. What we're trying to do now, guys, is we're trying to back up the analysis by saying if there is a lot of active ads being ran for this product or many products that solve the same problem, but it's packaged in a different way, that's great. The more active ads that we see on the ads library from the same brands, it means the more money they're spending, which is a data point that we only care about. The first data point is GBT's told us that this is a great selling product right now with its partnership with Google. Are going to see how many active ads are being ran. If there are loads of active ads being ran, guess what, guys? This product is making money. So I've seen this ad here. Now, it's not for the exact same product, but it is for acne for men, and it's some form of concealer. So this is an example of a product. Now, I'm actually going to skip this one because I don't like doing like skincare, actual makeup stuff because I don't want to get into trouble if they have any allergies. So I'm actually going to completely ignore that one. Then we've got this ad here being shown. Now, what you can do, guys, is you can actually hover over the brand's name. You can duplicate the tab, which I'd actually recommend that you do. And when you see brands like this one, which is called Kyler Men, we can actually search for them on the ads library. So we can type in Kyler Men. So you can see Kyler Men is now coming up. So we can select that one. We can filter it by active ads, and you can see that 43 active ads are being ran for this brand. So you can see that this men's concealer acne brand has got 43 active ads, which means they're spending a decent amount of money on this. Now, what you can also do, guys, is if we're seeing this brand here, we can click on it, and we can see that it's called From Ulta Beauty. So what we can do is we can scroll all the way down to their social media, which is their Facebook. We can find their Facebook page. It's called Ulta Beauty. We can go back to the ads library and type in Ulta Beauty. We can see them here, so we can select it. And we can actually see what ads they're being ran. Now, this brand sells a lot of beauty products, but we want to see what is their majority ad seller. So you can see they're selling a range of products. Usually, you want to see brands like this that are huge. This is a massive 8-figure, 9-figure brand. You want to see how many of the same ads are being ran for the same product. Now, if they're running out of 700 ads, let's say over 50% towards the skin patches or the acne patches, that shows you that their moneymaker is the acne patch. Now, what you can do is you can try more keywords. I've tried acne patches, so maybe we try acne patch instead. And just like that, guys, we have just found the acne patches being ran on the ads, and it's being ran under Hero Cosmetics instead. So now we can go back to the search and type in Hero Cosmetics, and we can see the brand here. And just like that, guys, we can see how many ads are being ran for the acne patches, and we found the gold mine, guys. Most of their ads are being ran for acne patches. Look, the majority of the ads, I'd say over 80% of them are for the acne patches, and they are running 59 ads. Now, if we click shop now, you can see this is the landing page. This is the key with this strategy, guys. It's all about the keywords that you use to try and find brands selling the product. It took me 2 keywords to finally find a big brand selling the product. And now I've seen, based on their ads, the majority of them are being sold for the acne patches. So now I can confirm that there's lots of ads being ran for the product that are active, which means they're spending money. And the GBT's confirmed it's a best-selling product. So guys, that is the first way to find proven data-backed products. Now, this method is a little bit limited based on the data that you can access, because you're basically using free tools. Essentially, a lot of the data is back kept for people that are paying subscriptions. Remember, data costs millions, if not billions of dollars. Companies buy people's data for billions of dollars. So you got to remember, for free, there's only so much data you can get. And that's why I actually prefer using something like Winning Hunter to do this research, because Winning Hunter actually shows me the data that I'm looking for. Essentially, Winning Hunter is the ads library on steroids, and it's got AI as well, which is just a game changer. So Winning Hunter shows me the amount of spend. You can see here spend, the reach, and the estimated revenue, and how many ads are being ran. So it actually gives me factual data that is crucial to my findings, instead of just guessing based on the ads library. And that's why I'd say to you guys, if you actually want to increase your chances of finding a winning product, you're better off using a paid tool like Winning Hunter, because you're going to get access to the most important thing that I told you about at the start, the data. It's not hidden. You can see the data live in front of your face. And remember, data is worth billions of dollars. And if you use my link in the description and the pinned comment, you're going to get access to Winning Hunter at the best price ever. And Winning Hunter isn't expensive considering the information they give you on their platform. So let me show you another example of how we could do this. Now, what I could do is I could just go to select niche, and I can just straight away select the beauty niche. Then what I can do, guys, is I can change the language to English. I can change the website to Shopify. I can then change the date. So you can see here where it says ad creation. I can do in the last 90 days. I can then change this, which is the most important thing, from newest to ad spend. So now it's only going to show me the ads that are spending the most money. So beauty, ad spend is the filter, English, Shopify, and apply. So now I'm going to see the ads, instead of me just guessing which ones are making money, that are actually making the most money. And check the difference out, guys. These ads, look at the estimated product revenue in the last 90 days, $291,000. $2.5 million. So you can see I'm now able to see ads that are making crazy money. So this essentially removes the guessing game. I'm now no longer guessing if ads are making money, because it shows me the amount of ad sets, the amount of spend, and the revenue. And if I click these 3 dots, it shows me the best selling. Now, for example, if I want to research what this company's doing on the ads library, I can just click their brand name, and now Winning Hunter opens up their ads in here. So now it shows me all of their ads, and now I can filter this down from newest to winners. So now it's showing me their winning ads. And just like this, guys, I am now able to see, look, these are the ads that have generated them 2.5 million, 2.5 million. So just like that, guys, I now know which kind of ads are the best performing ads for this brand, instead of me going to the ad library and just guessing what are their best performing ads. Because here, guys, I don't know what their best performing ads are. I know that these ads are active, but I can't see this kind of information where it shows me the information about how much revenue they've generated. So this is what makes something like Winning Hunter a complete game changer. And I'll be honest with you guys, ad spy tools like this have been around since I started dropshipping, but they've only got better, and they're the most oldest method to prove to still work because it gives you data that I care about. If this brand's generating 2.5 million with this product, I know this product makes money. I've seen the data. Now, it'll be interesting to see if I type in acne patches, if I find something. So I'm actually going to remove these filters. I'm going to keep Shopify in English turned on, but I'm now going to change the keyword to acne patch to see if I can actually find who the biggest person is selling acne patches on Facebook. See, just like that, guys, by using acne patch as the keyword, I'm now seeing companies advertising on Winning Hunter, and I'm seeing the estimated product revenue and the estimated revenue on other ads. Now, not all of these ads are for acne patches, but a lot of them are for acne patches. Now, because I already know one of the brands that are doing really well, what I can actually do is I can actually go over the brand that I'm interested in. So Hero Cosmetics, guess what, guys? I couldn't find their ad spend on the ads library. So I can come here and type in Hero Cosmetics. Now, if you're still struggling to find those competitors, you can actually use the Magic AI option on Winning Hunter. So what I can do, guys, is I can go back to the ad library. I can click shop now. I can take a print screen of this image and I can upload that image here, guys. So I can upload this image. And now it's going to use AI to see if there's any ads that are similar to that image being ran. And just like that, guys, I was struggling to find this brand's ads before by using keywords. And I've just found them now by using the AI image search. So now what I can do, guys, is you can see there's loads of brands running these ads. And you can see I found Hero Cosmetics. So now what I can do, guys, is I can click on their brand name. I can now filter this from newest to ad spend and click apply. And just like that, guys, I can now see the ads that have ran for them in the past. So you can see here now on Winning Hunter, it's also confirmed that their mighty patches have made them good money. And what I can do is I can click these three dots, and what I can do is I can find competitors with Magic AI. So now I can get AI to find more people selling that same product. And just like that, I'm now seeing other competitors sell the exact same product. So it's quicker for me to find competitors and then do more research if they're making money. So this is the way to find proven backed data instead of guessing on the ads library. The issue with the ads library for most people is you're just guessing what works and what doesn't work. Now, once you confirm on Winning Hunter that the ads are making money and there are other brands selling them, or if you find other brands or other products based on using Winning Hunter's filters, for example, you can click dropshipping ads, European winners, week's biggest winners. You're going to find loads of ads that are in totally different niches that are making money, or you filter it by the filters that I just used based on beauty. You can see all of these ads making crazy money. You can then come back to the GBT chat that we used originally. Now, I'm going to stick to this product because it is actually making good money. And I can now copy acne treatment patches. And I can put the next prompt. Now, the next prompt that you're going to give it, again, this will be available in the cheat sheet, is your task now is to identify non-obvious, undeserved audiences and unique marketing angles for this product. Now we know the product is making crazy money based on the research that we've done. We now need to find unique angles and unique audiences to sell to because we can't compete with those brands because they're spending tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. So now when I send this prompt, the OpenAI is now going to find me unique ways to market this product to different audiences. So you can see here, mainstream audiences today, it's going over who they are, how big brands position themselves for this product, and where competition is the heaviest. So you can see an example of where we can cut out the main competition is selling this to the men. So actually selling this to men instead of women. Shift workers, gym goers, religious people. And then you can see the first niche we can sell to is men new to grooming. And we actually saw before that a men's grooming brand selling skincare, actual makeup was blowing up. So you can see here, it's giving me the actual tone to sell it to. My body changed. Why is my skin acting like a teenager again? So this is really good work. So now we found a winning product using real data from Winning Hunter, from OpenAI. We've now come up with a unique audience and offer to sell to. So just like that, guys, we found a winning product, we found a winning audience and market gap, and now we can create the ads and the website for this. So that's essentially, if my life was depending on it, how I'd find a winning product as quick as possible. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of this video and if you found it helpful.